risks everything to rise above the world. One who always finds a way, and against all odds, simply doesn't miss. All the practice has already been done. Now it's just time to let it show.
I know going into tomorrow being on the lead card, there's a chance that I'll kind of start out a little timid.
Trying to just think about my game and one shot at a time.
There's one goal in mind, and that's to put the disc in the basket.
Hello and welcome to round 4 of 5 of the PDGA Professional Disc Golf World Championships. I'm hyped again. These intros rule. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the two hotkeys.
Honk.
And don't be confused. I mean, just because I'm here, but also in Madison's pocket, and Madison is also in Madison's pocket. Just don't be confused.
Check out our new merch.
Yeah, Jomez killed it, so we're super stoked and happy to be here for another beautiful day out at Fox Run Meadows. Kristin Tattar, first in fairway hits, 89% throughout the tournament. Second in Circle 1 in regulation at 39%. Second in Circle 2 in regulation as well. Playing really strong, but Missy Gannon trying to reel her in.
Man, Missy on that intro, like one goal, put the disc in the basket, and that is what she's doing. I don't know. I'm just like so excited to watch Missy today. It's crazy to see what she can do when she focuses. Look at that scramble percentage, 82% of the holes.
Holyn Handley, no stranger to our lead cards this year. She is first in fairway hits, 76%. So important with all the OB out here at Fox. First in Circle 2 in regulation, giving her a chance at a Circle 2 putt 67% of the time.
And look at Lykke. She has kind of had like a crescendo this year, and playing as strong as she is now, she slowly worked her way here. But first place Circle 1X putting will get you anywhere good fast. Hole 1, 565 feet. It's a par 4. That's a 2-shot hole. Definitely birdieable by everyone in the field, but it's a little scary to get aggressive on this hole right out of the gate. There's OB all the way down and around this fairway. It's an island shot from that tee. You want to land a little bit left, but the fairway slopes downhill from right to left, so it's very easy to skip out of bounds. The more pinched you are to the right, though, the harder it is to attack.
This is our lead card in the FPO division.
He just doesn't understand that.
First on the tee today, from Pärnu, Estonia. She is representing latitude 64. Let's give a warm welcome to Kristin Tattar.
Kristin has been leading the tournament the entire time, but her lead has decreased in the last round. I believe, oh boy, what is math? You love this game. 4 strokes?
Yep.
Separates her and Missy Gannon. That's a really great first shot, even though she's pinned up a little bit on that tree.
Yeah, Missy came out loud and proud in round 3 at Brewster Ridge.
From Beacon, New York. She's representing Discraft. Let's give a hand to Missy Gannon.
Yeah, Missy shooting 6 down yesterday to Kristin's 2 down to kind of reel her in. Should be an interesting day.
Yeah, Fox Run is one of those places where we've talked about before. Every hole is birdieable, but every hole can also snake bite you into bogey, double bogey, triple bogey land. It plays so tough. There's so many stakes.
Like OB stakes or like danger stakes or
both. It's
all the stakes.
Except for the red meat kind.
Oh man, that sounds good. Dang, Missy pushing 2 straight and finding OB. I have a surprising error.
Next in the box, from Grapevine, Texas. She's also representing Discraft. Let's make some noise for Holyn Handley.
Missy shooting back-to-back 1,000 rated rounds.
Wow.
To catch up or to decrease that lead that Kristin has.
Holyn shooting 3 down yesterday at Brewster to find her way on lead card. I know she mentioned earlier in the week her back was giving her a little bit of trouble, so it's cool to see her still performing out here That looks like a nice smooth throw. Her Tour Series Vulture into a perfect position.
It's so easy when she throws.
Completing our lead card today from Tonsberg, Norway. She is representing Prodigy Discs. Let's give a hand to Lykke Lorentzen.
Lykke also shot a 3 down to find herself on lead card. We will be calling her Lucky. That is her chosen nickname. Don't roast us in the comments. She likes it. Smooth shot. Sorry, good.
She started out the season with a wrist injury that affected her forehand and a little bit on the backhand of the putting as well. But she has played through that, done a bunch of rehab, and look at her now on the lead card at Worlds.
And she played really well at Idlewild and has qualified for Throw Pink and everything. Really cool to see her season. Love that kind of drone-looking graphic from Jomez for the Worlds. Kind of get to see where everyone is. Missy definitely having the hardest time trying to save a par from back here. Really tall order.
Yeah, she actually went pretty aggressive, I'd say, on that shot. Pulled it way back so she could have the angle instead of just chipping out to the middle. I like the play, but not quite enough to get to circle 1.
Absolutely love the sidearm on the second. I think it's the higher percentage play for sure.
That was silky smooth. It's like I said in the whole preview, it's scary to go super aggressive here because that OB comes up so fast on the left side. So if you turn your sidearm over, you can very quickly find it.
Kristin pinned up on this fairway tree. Looks like she's able to get kind of an awkward forehand throw. Ton of power from a standstill.
Oh.
Wow.
That must be a beefy disc. She kind of force turned that all the way to the green.
And that's like the most awkward way to throw a forehand with your right foot behind the disc in a straddle. So hard to get power from your lower body.
Yes.
Holyn leaving it low and short. I'm not even sure if she made it to circle 2 there.
Kind of weird that it didn't get any sort of skip. She put so much spin on the disc.
The grass is so wet.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
it's soaked.
Yeah, the dew was heavy today. Ooh. Missy toying with that one guardian tree, but she gets to the circle to save bogey.
Holyn, long look for birdie. Every bit of 75 feet. Ooh, I liked it too.
Me too.
I heard your small gasp over there.
Yeah, it was a good line. Lucky inside the circle. Looks like around 25 feet. Oh.
And she's outside the circle. We're going to call it 35 to 45 feet.
I swear, going from Brewster to Fox, my depth perception left the chat. That's really falling over into commentary today. Kristin, unfortunately, going to miss her birdie opportunity. That just one stroke.
From definitely inside the circle.
Yes. Was it?
Missy,
I'm just kidding.
Inside the circle, cashes her bogey putt.
Good recovery. It's easy to stack them up once you go out of bounds off the tee on any hole at Fox.
Definitely better conditions today than we saw in round 2. It was much windier in round 2. There was never more than 5 to maybe 10 miles per hour today.
Yeah.
It's a lovely day to be out there playing disc golf.
Hole 18 was the only place you really felt it whipping.
True.
14% of the field getting this birdie. The stats are for the entire 78-person field now. 38% of the field taking a bogey or worse on hole 1.
And don't forget, it's cut day. Only the top 36 women will move on to play Fox Run again tomorrow.
Only 45% of the field. We usually see 50 at Disc Golf Pro Tour events. PDGA said, nah.
They split the difference because they usually do 40.
Oh, yeah.
Hole 2 is a par 3, 250 feet. Really narrow tunnel shot. You see a lot of backhand putters and mid-ranges. Forehand is also totally workable. You want to just throw something nice and straight, clear the rock, try to land soft. This out of bounds wraps pretty close on the right side. That's why I don't love the forehand that fades towards the right. If you're going to error late left is the best way to go. Everyone is absolutely trying to get this one.
Yeah.
Like you are thinking, I have to get it, but
And
it's not easy.
I love this hole too because you come from like a very challenging kind of decision-making hole with hole 1, and then you get to hole 2, and it's immediately a gap hit that's short and manageable, so anyone can get it. Kristin comes in really, really hot, which is fine because she still has a putt to save par.
Holyn disking down. That was a lucid verdict from Kristin, I believe. Crystal fierce here from Holyn. She's going to come up short, though.
It's kind of a surprising disc selection from Kristin.
Yeah.
Just trust that.
I mean, it was a
stability.
great line, and she can throw really stable discs super straight, but
Yeah.
it just got that straight skip. Lucky not quite putting enough pace on that one. Hits early, kicks to the right, but she's going to be safe.
As long as you don't kick left, it's pretty easy to recover the par on this hole, but left side can kind of wall up a little bit. There's a lot of trees, and they can be spaced perfectly where you don't really have a shot to the green.
Missy overturns her Z Soul. She's going to be pretty far. No one really doing it.
No.
But as you said, would you say any hole can snake bite you? Is
Yeah.
that how you said it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's one way to say it.
In line with the theme of the weekend, a little Western,
Yeah, I know.
a
I
little plucky
keep saying stuff in my head in like a
country.
yeah, in a country accent. This course ain't big enough for the two of us.
Yeah.
No, you have to do it. You don't leave me hanging here.
She's left.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, what a great bid from Holyn. That's 2 in a row outside the circle, looking very linear.
sometimes it's not your day.
Lucky coming up short on her par save.
Kristin coming back after that OB drive. You can see how tight the OB wraps behind it. It's only about a 25-footer, and she makes good.
Looking so solid. 20% of the field getting this birdie, 25 getting a bogey or worse. This one doesn't ever feel good to bogey. I believe it is the shortest hole on the course.
Is it the shortest hole on the property, actually?
Ooh, good question.
Ooh.
I think that's right.
Fun fact. Fun probable fact.
And still has teeth. Snake fangs.
Once that venom gets you.
Okay, we'll move on.
Stop.
Moving on to hole 3, the Mando hole. There's also an out of bounds line all the way down the right-hand side, so you don't want to turn anything to the right after this Mando. A backhand with a straight mid or fairway is the play here. The thing is, you have to push past the top of the hill that you can see from the tee pad. The basket is blind, and you want to get a tiny bit of finish, but not come in too hot with a distance driver, because this green slopes downhill towards an out of bounds line that comes into play so quickly with any amount of ground play on the green.
Kristin's going with a gold line Claymore, pretty straight mid-range here. And trying to do just what Madison says, barely crest the hill, gets to circle 2. That's a good shot. So hard to do much better than that here.
Yeah, only 9% of the field got to circle 1 in regulation. That's only 9 competitors out of 78.
Let's see if Holyn can do it with her Z swirl buzz here. Little right, catches a late tree. Should be fine for a par, though.
Only a quarter got to circle 2. So this green, this drive is very demanding.
Missy with a good line. Ooh.
Wow.
She puts so much spin on it. I thought she landed a little too short of the hill, but she actually goes deep. And she's just going trusty ESP Thrasher. That was kind of crazy.
That was crazy. That was so much ground play.
I thought it was just going to burn into the hill and stop.
Also, to see it just continue straight like that is so weird and not get any sort of left finish.
Mm-hmm. Lucky going with a D3. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that right side is a little more friendly than I thought after this week.
Late right, yeah.
Yeah.
Not early right, obviously.
Holyn lining it up.
Oh, that's a run.
Love that.
Kristin, long look. It looks like she's just laying it up.
A little soft bid.
Yeah, risky one to go for, as you said.
Only 9% of the field getting this birdie. That's, again, only 7 competitors on the day.
Let's see if Missy can do it. She's got a couple trees in her way in a pretty wide straddle.
Wow.
Count it.
That's an artful shot as well. The lighting in these woods are so pretty.
Aw. I love bouncing back from a bogey plus with a birdie. Just feels great. Just erase that error, move on.
Never
Lucky
happened.
Doing the same thing.
Only 7 birdies on the day. We got to watch 2 of them on our lead card.
Now we're going to walk about a quarter mile to the next hole, but we'll just fast forward that.
A beautiful walk through a nice little solar field full of wildflowers.
And solar panels, if
Kristin.
that's not clear to everyone.
TeamDiscraft.com. All the team favorites on one site.
Hole 4, another par 4, 475 feet. Everyone's trying to get this one. Most women going to throw a sidearm or a backhand turnover over to this right side fairway. You don't have to get much distance to be able to birdie it. You just need to be inbounds and then throw across another out of bounds patch to this lovely little green in this rock circle. Almost no one goes straight up the left side that you're seeing, that narrow strip. Pretty much everyone just trying to get over right, stay in bounds, and then throw across. You really, I mean, at 475, you do not need very much distance on either shot. It's just kind of a placement. There's one tree where if you overturn the backhand that catches discs, that can really prevent you from scoring on this one. And Missy might be flirting with it. There it is.
Yeah, it's really difficult to navigate that because any amount of more turn or more fade than that is really easy to find the out of bounds. It's so much tighter than I remember in years past.
It's not, though.
Well,
that's how it is.
They did pull it in a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah, the OB lines, at least long and left, are pulled off the rough about 4 feet.
Yeah, right side's the same, though.
Yeah.
Lucky getting over that tree. She's going to have a nice open attempt at a birdie look. I think the sidearm is such a great play. It's just kind of, you have to throw it so high.
It's not something that every player has in their bag.
I think we'll see more and more women develop this skill, but not very many have it yet.
Again, too, I think the bush comes into play a lot with that forehand.
Yes. Yeah, it's like a natural collecting zone for discs. Holyn just going Z zone here, whereas Kristin Tattar went orbit rive, full, distance driver. Interesting to see the different techniques. Holyn going to be pinned up. As we can see from this overhead graphic, Missy also going to be battling the bush. Oh my gosh. Words are hard. Battling the bush. Yep. It's a normal phrase to say and to mess up.
Holyn,
she's lining it up.
Yeah, she's going to take to the sky here. It's risky because that right side can get pretty thick, and it's not forgiving at all if you happen to catch.
Wow.
Barely goes over the out of bounds, but she'll have a long look.
And if she doesn't clear that, she's taking it from the short side, and even bogey can be challenging. That's impressive.
Ooh, she had a line to go for it today. We watched her want to do it yesterday, or 2 days ago. Look at this shot.
And she did the kind of lackluster pitch up.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was so much power.
Kristin, just like day 2, going forehand, and that almost draws medal. Hits the LL Bean koozie. Impressive. This has to be the easiest par 4 on the course, right? Think so?
It's the 4th easiest hole of the day, so it's probably up there.
Solid.
35% of the field getting it. So yeah.
Okay.
I would agree with you.
Lucky with a really great upshot. Here's Holyn. A little high for her birdie look.
Love seeing the error high like that. She wanted it. She gave it all she's got.
It's amazing she gave herself a look from where she was. Missy definitely wants this, trying to get under par. And she does it. Gosh. Yeah, she loves
clutch.
it. Mm-hmm.
That's such a great save.
Lucky now finding herself 1 under par on the round as well. Kristin with an easy tap and birdie. The best round we've seen out here is a 9 down, though there has been some course changes. Haley King shot that. I'm trying to think. Do you remember Kristin shot the hot round in round 2?
7, right?
Was it 7? It was 6 or 7.
Maybe 8? 7?
No, not 8.
Yeah, I think 7 is it.
So yeah, and you're looking for, I think, at least a 5 to score really well out here.
Hole 5, 455 feet. Probably everyone's least favorite hole. It's just a tough one. A weird distance for FPO and not a great landing area either. A lot of times it's okay to play for par, but this landing zone is really narrow and not very friendly, where you have to throw a distance driver off the tee to get as far as you want. A lot of players throwing hyzer shots over out of bounds the whole way. Missy taking a more linear route and trying to get through that gap. This looks great.
It does look great. It feels risky, though. That's what you have to do, is you have to push those trees and just break at the exact right moment. Missy even clips a tree, but gets to a perfect spot.
A lot of errors are on the left-hand side, hyzering out too soon, missing those trees, or just landing in that patch of trees and having to kind of figure out a way to get out into the green.
Wow. That was a D2 750 from Lucky, and getting into that ditch is so impressive.
That was a great shot.
I wish you were rewarded a little bit more, because it's not a great putt from down there.
And that's such a hard technical shot.
No kidding.
We had a little bit of a head / right to left crosswind here, so these shots are all so impressive as well, just trusting these discs in the wind.
Sarah Hoka made it down to that ditch going forehand gap on the left.
Wow.
It's one of the most impressive shots I've seen in a long time.
It's a narrow gap.
Mm-hmm. Holyn looks like she's hyzered this a little bit too much. She's challenging these center trees and goes through the gap.
Oh my God.
What a good break followed by a terrible one. She's going to be likely in circle 2, probably deep circle 2. Pretty rough spot to try to save her par. This might even be a layup.
Yeah, she has to go over the bridge.
She's not even in circle 2. Definitely running it, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hot round of the week so far at Fox is 7 down.
7, okay. Which was really good in the wind,
Yes.
so we'll see if anyone can beat that today.
Missy giving it a nice bid, nothing too crazy. And really all you're hoping for here is if you miss, for it to just sit down, because it can quickly roll out of bounds.
What's even more than a bonus birdie? Just a dream birdie?
Yeah.
Like no one's drawing this up.
No. This played is the 3rd most difficult hole of the day. No birdies. 50% of the field taking a bogey or worse. Ew. Hole 5. Only one person getting inside the circle.
Honestly, Brewster has so many scoreable holes, and I think it's a great FPO course. And Fox only has a couple of these that are like a little...
There's 3 tweeners.
Just a little awkward. But it's okay to have those holes sometimes. I mean, we'll just criticize really harshly for it, so... Moving on to hole 6. Wasn't there a... there's like an ace... pot on this one, or like a
for the grill?
Was it was it this one, or was it
CTP?
9?
Ooh, I think it was 9.
Okay.
Yeah, what else are geese supposed to do besides honk, you know? We're just gonna honk away.
Just
What we
fly
like, what we don't like.
and fly and honk, and that's about it. Hiss at things we don't like.
Yeah.
Hole 6 is a par 3, 265 feet uphill. You have OB on the left, also on the right that bubbles inward. You're going to want to throw either a power sidearm or a backhand turnover, gently turning the entire way. You see a lot of flippy fairway drivers. I think some of these ladies, like Holyn in particular, can get a backhand mid-range there. That'll be interesting to see whether she goes forehand or backhand. I would say you see slightly more backhands. It's quite a forehand because the uphill makes it play pretty difficult.
Yeah, it plays, I would say, about 310 on a forehand line to get to the basket. To cross into into a safety over the out of bounds, probably only 280, but it just is such a sharp angle that throwing a hyzer 280-foot sidearm can be really challenging for a lot of FPO competitors.
Missy throws her Big Z Mantis. It almost fades into out of bounds, but she's going to be just outside the circle for her birdie look. Lykke showing us she's got decent power on that sidearm with her D4 gets to mid-circle 2.
And that's nice. Even though she's not getting all the way there, it's such a good, safe shot.
Super safe. Yeah, the backhand feels risky no matter what disc you pick.
It's very much a controlled shank.
There's a few shots out here like that.
Yep.
Probably 3 off the top of my head.
That's one thing Fox does do well is it requires, even though being an open course, it requires a number of different shot shapes off the tee. You're never just throwing a bunch of stock hyzers.
Very true. Kristin in circle 1 with her orbit rive on that power sidearm. Holyn choosing the sidearm with a Z Raptor.
Look how high and hyzery she's putting that. Oh, it's spiked. Okay.
Yeah. And it looked like she barely threw that. Classic Holyn.
The spike hyzer is not something we see a ton of in women's disc golf, so it's very refreshing to watch that line.
Wow. Lykke with a nice straddle jumper. Looked just dead center the whole way.
That was sent, too. So confident.
That gets her to 2 down. And she loves it. Cool Slomez.
Cool putt.
Missy just barely outside the circle here. Although she took her meter, let's see. She actually might be, oh yeah, she just barely outside. Misses left side.
Holyn from right around circle's edge as well.
What the?
It's just, did that just stay underneath?
Huh.
Oh no.
I mean, it's fine. It's just weird. Lykke and Kristin taking their pars.
Everyone checking it out. We don't see that every day.
No, that's a weird one.
27% of the field getting that birdie.
Lykke gonna overtake Holyn with that.
At Discraft, we don't wait to see what the future holds. We build it. The future is in your hands.
Hole 7, the 1,000-footer, the 1115 to be exact, with OB pulled tighter than ever in some spots and wider than ever in others. This nice bubble is there for those distance throwers after throwing over that out-of-bounds goalie. Most second shots coming to rest in this second bubble, ideally close to that out-of-bounds line to shorten this third shot to the green. In my opinion, that is the trickiest shot because that out-of-bounds area is only about, 50 feet wide, maybe 60 feet wide. So it's really difficult to get your disc to sit down after throwing a distance shot. This played is the most difficult hole of the day because of all of this out of bounds and the large amount of distance you have to cover. It's very easy to stack strokes, especially going out of bounds early on this tee shot.
That's a great shot from Lykke. It's a D2 750. I think this one, if you're safe across the gully on your first, is a pretty easy par if you choose to play for par.
Yeah.
But if you get aggressive, man, this can be a nightmare of a hole.
It can.
Kristin with an orbit rive. Good height. This is fading more than you would want in years past, but as Madison said, they have bubbled out the left side quite a bit, so allowing players to get a little bit more aggressive than we've seen before off the tee.
Missy throwing right at that right side net, but checking up in time. She will be safe in that narrow part of the fairway.
So Holyn actually disking down to a Z Jawbreaker Vulture and still getting unbelievable distance. Wow. Holyn Handley just kind of playing the game a little bit different than most ladies out here.
Yes. She can absolutely smoke a disc. What a Vulture is what, like 8 or 9?
It's a fairway, yeah. I don't know exactly what speed.
Faster fairway. So unbelievable. Missy just trying to get to that second bubble now. That's a pretty normal play here, playing up that right-hand side.
Feels a little scary. That's a pretty bad break. I mean, she definitely pulled it, but it's hard to... That's what I'm saying. If you play for the par, you're not challenging that right side, but if you're playing for the birdie, you kind of have to.
Yeah, you have to...
Lucky C doing the same thing.
In order to push it far enough.
And that's a solid shot, but Lucky's still pretty far away to attack for birdie.
Yeah, that was definitely a little bit of a safer shot than what Missy was going for. We watched Kristin play way up the right side in round 2. This time she's attacking it a little bit more of a hyzer, and we're using that second bubble.
And with the power of Google, I just learned the Vulture's a 10 speed.
Okay.
So pretty fast fairway, but still, like most women going full, 12 speed driver essentially off the drive. And that's a nice controlled shot from Holyn, leaving it a little shorter than you'd like to go across, but again, she's just playing this game a little bit differently.
Yeah, that last shot is the most downhill shot of all of the tee shots that you throw, or drives that you throw on this hole. So it is a little bit easier to attack there, even if you are short. But you also have to come in so softly to that green.
Missy conceding the bogey at best with that layup. Really smart. It would have been pretty reckless to go for it from back there. Lucky sending it, though, on her third. And that looks amazing.
So good.
Perfect speed control.
She'll have a look at birdie. Only 16% of the field able to land in circle 1.
Holyn trying to find her first birdie of the round, sending it really wide.
That had a lot of power on it, too.
Yeah, it looks like it goes deep, OB. And with not really much of a putt to save par either. Missy going Z force here. You see a lot of slower, maybe fairway drivers from here. So she's going full distance driver.
I like that
trust. Gets it in the circle.
Lands almost kind of on a knife edge, so it doesn't get big flare skip.
Whereas Kristin's holding something definitely a little bit slower speed. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but this looks really solid. Just needs to sit. Sit. Dang, it finds OB.
Yeah.
Gotta leave it a little wider.
Mm-hmm. You gotta come into the green. A little bit more from the right side. 68% of the field taking a bogey or worse here. A third with single bogeys, a third with doubles, and a third with triples. Wow.
Yeah, stacks up pretty quick. Holyn, long look at a par save. Definitely looks like a run, but she's way wide right.
Everyone on the left side of the basket was like, wow, perfect.
Good height, yeah.
Kristin to save par.
Comes up short. Lucky for a birdie. About 25 feet. Ah, it's a special one.
Yep. One of only 8 competitors to get it out of 78. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Missy with a nice solid bogey putt.
And that's important for Lykke, too. I mean, right now we're kind of just talking about Missy and Kristin and the battle there, but there's still 2 days left. You know, if Lykke or Holyn has a really good day, they could be in contention, but right now it's kind of just a 2-horse race.
Mm-hmm.
5 strokes from Missy to Kristin and 6 from Lykke to
Do a little
Missy.
chase card check-in. Allie Smith on the following hole, hole 8. Oh my gosh.
Aces it. And I asked Allie what she threw here. She looked so surprised. She threw a 157 gram pro line sail and runs this thing in. Look at her go.
Full sprint up the hill. Oh, I cannot
16
handle
fist bumps. Allie, a little bit newer to tour, but has had a stellar year. Keep an eye out for her. She's been on chase card pretty much all week. She doesn't know where to go, but she's excited, folks.
That's the celebration we all deserve. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Okay, I'm going to watch that. Oh my God, let's see it again. Yes, good. I was going to say, I'm going to watch this probably about 7 times later. The level of confusion and excitement was just perfect.
Oh my gosh, I just want to watch this reaction video over and over again.
Wow.
That's such a great hole to get. It's one that in practice you're like, I don't know if I can even get there.
birdie it.
Yeah.
You're happy for a circle 2, let alone, okay, just ace the thing.
So cool. Congrats, Allie. What a baller. Y'all are going to watch Allie Smith take an ace on this next hole 8. Played as one of the easier holes of the day, mostly because it's pretty easy to get up and down, regardless of where you land. Not a lot of trouble, just that short side OB that really comes into play. If you put something really high and hyzer, it can find the OB on the left side, but mostly players, if they err, are going to find that short side corner out of bounds, getting aggressive and trying to get to this green. It's 300 feet uphill, but a very sharp and steep anhyzer line, so it plays a lot longer than that. I would say about 330, 340.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds about right. Making Allie's ace just so much more impressive. Like you can see, this is a really common play from Lykke here, just throwing straight. It takes so much height and turn to be able to get close to this basket. It feels a little reckless.
Yeah, another one of those kind of control shank shots. And it's really easy to error because when you're trying to turn it that hard and that high, you can accidentally grip lock into those woods on the right-hand side.
This looks like a nice angle from Kristin here. Ooh.
Yes.
She must have heard the cheers for Allie and thought maybe she could do it too. That was her
running medal here.
Orbit St. Pro. So much turn on this thing. Just a little flash of the Jomez triangles. Missy did pin this nearly yesterday, or 2 days ago, rather. Last time she played this with a Thrasher.
Fully committed shot again.
Wow.
Almost a carbon copy.
Yeah.
We don't need to replay it again.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. More.
Let's 4 of the same shots in a row.
I would like some more triangles.
Me too.
Let's see it. Yes.
Awesome. God, do you guys love that as much as we do in the booth? 'Cause we're loving it here.
Should we keep it?
We're like beaming.
We are glowing, aren't we?
More triangles.
It is unbelievable that Holyn just got to the bullseye with a forehand. So much power.
Titan's ponytail. It's no big deal.
Just another day.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, that's over 300 feet of just raw power.
I mean, pure hyzer. There was so much height, too. This is unusual to have 3 competitors parked for birdie on this one.
Yeah,
though it's a brand new hole, people are figuring it out.
Yeah, it plays easy just because, like I said, it's easy to get up and down if you don't get inside the circle. But only 20% of the field got to circle 1. So the fact that our lead card is just
bullseyeing it.
Everyone just inside.
No.
Ace running.
Lucky, not so much, but easy par. Man.
And congrats again to Allie Smith. What an ace. That's such a good one.
Oh, let's see her again. On to hole 9. Wow, how do you follow up an ace? Just lace one down there. And birdie it. Oh my gosh. It looks like you can see from her scorecard kind of a rough start for Allie, but birdie ace, birdie in the middle. Pretty good way to end the front 9.
And this hole 9 is not a gimme birdie by any means. It's a hard hole, and
Far from it.
We had a headwind today too, so ice in our veins. Not many people are able to follow up an ace with a birdie.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see people just like double their next hole.
Yeah,
It's
just
like almost like an ace hangover.
I really like that a lot. Wow.
Yeah.
Very true. Wrapping it up, we just saw Allie throw this one. Hole 9, 390 feet downhill. Definitely reachable, but quite a rip. OB left and right. The left side bubbles out on this hillside, so if you're going to make an error hyzering into the hill, that kind of just rolls back into the fairways, the way to go. You see a lot of women push the right side before the disc starts to fade, just trying to get there. It's really hard to hyzer flip something and push straight for long enough, hence why a lot of us end up pushing on the right. Kind of a slight headwind on this one. Not too crazy.
Not
but
on the, you couldn't feel it on the green, but you definitely feel it on the tee pad, so you're thinking about it.
Kristin definitely trying to hyzer flip this one, and it never really had a chance.
I think the play here is either something dead straight, like a mid thrown really high, or a flex shot. But that feels so scary to try to get that disc to start fading right as it gets to those woods. Missy with a nice straight shot with obviously a thrasher.
Obviously.
Just kind of bailing out into the bubble down by the green. She'll have a circle 2 look.
That's definitely the most common play by far. Right at the pin, into the bubble, get a circle 2.
Holyn following suit.
Yep, almost the exact same play.
Ooh, almost climbing up the hill.
Just a little bit. I do think they were pretty friendly with the stake placement on this hillside, creating that bailout zone for us. That was Holland's Tour Series Vulture.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Lucky trusting that disc. Not quite putting a ton of power on it, though. I like that play a lot.
I wonder if that was slower speed. It was a Strider. I'm going to Google it right now. Don't you folks worry.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do kind of do a layup play on hole 9. There's no point in being super aggressive with a distance driver if the best you're going to get is a circle 2.
No point.
Yeah.
What if you're a really good circle 2 putter?
That's true, and we know Lucky is, too.
Yeah. No, I think this one brings in a lot of danger. You're definitely right.
And the OB lines are just far enough away from the green where, you know, you're not going to be able to recover par very easily. I like this play.
Oh, Strider's a 6-speed. That's kind of what I thought.
Yep.
Mid-range. Holyn trying to check her rage there at her circle 2 vid.
That basket's probably scared. Missy wants it. Misses right. She'll have a little bit of work left for that par.
Kristin cleaning up her bogey there. She's going to be 1 under through the front 9. Not bad, but man, everyone's trying to score, obviously. It's a beyond moving day, but you know, I feel like everyone is a little tense today. Cut day.
Cut day is always so tense. You play in almost a totally different game.
Vibes are a little different on the cards.
Uh-huh.
Lucky a little low right, but catches there for her par.
No birdies on the lead card. There were only 9 on the day, though. This one is tough and by no means one that you're counting going into the round. It's a bonus birdie. Ooh, another chase card check-in.
Let's watch her go.
What ace hangover.
Oh my gosh, another one? Wow. Okay. Birdie, ace, birdie, birdie. What do you call that?
Yeah, we're just going to play the cut roll around the basket, circle it, and get that birdie.
Wow, what a showing from Allie Smith on the last 4 holes of the front 9. Love to see it.
Yeah, talk about turning it around. So Kristin's going to hold on to the lead right now, but only by 4 strokes. Missy hanging in there tough. Holyn Handley sliding down a little bit. Lucky right in front of Hannah Bloomroos.
Who's also 3 down.
Yep. Allie Smith climbing her way up with all of that good play we got to watch in our chase card check-ins.
Yeah, Silva Saarinen 2 down.
She was
Macy
on my card.
2 down.
Wow, Silva. Pay attention to her game, folks.
Let's see it later, but also look at Ella Hansen, 7 down. She's moved up 11 spots so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
7 down through 17. Still room to birdie another one. All right, we got 9 more holes on Fox Run. This is round 4. This is cut day. Come hang out with us. It's an important back 9. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 hotkeys.
Honk.
Honk.